Hey guys, French Bear here, and we are back on Enzo. So Enzo to me in this game has been somewhat of a pillar. Like every team that had an Enzo was happy, or should I say happier. Like I think that all of you who played a lot, at some point in your the first Descendant career, searched for an Enzo, okay? Or maybe you were the Enzo, okay? In the team. So he has been buffing, making the team faster, making the team stronger, more DPS. Thanks to him, he always has been reliable. Okay, for a bit he kind of was a bit lacking behind. Okay, but since the new update, he got a few new toys, I would say, which are honestly super cool. I think Enzo is in a perfect place right now. I mean, we have like I would say a separated world with like Serenas and other DPS characters. Okay, that's on one side, and on the other side we have Enzo, yeah, and some other buffer characters. Okay, and I think he's perfect. Even though he's a buffer, he's not just that. Okay, so today what I did was trying to get. Oops, wrongly the ball. I was trying to get the first spot as Enzo, and I did all platforms solo for the Division Purge challenge mode. Okay, so few Japanese players have been trying. Even a bot, as you can see here, even a bot gave it a shot. Okay, that's how cool it is. But anyway, so first place. So what I did was turning, I would say, a super cool idea which many YouTubers had. Okay, so like infinite ammo Enzo, infinite rocket Enzo. That's cool, right? That's great. Well, my own idea as someone who likes to play Challenge 5, okay, I like to push things a bit further. So what I did was basically take this cool idea to the next level and make a build that's super efficient and fast in terms of speedrunning. And boom, I got the world record as Enzo on solo for Division Purge 5 with like 2 or 3 finished runs. What was not difficult, that was chill and very fun. Like if you like Gley, I would suggest you guys to give that a shot because honestly, that's cool, that's fun, and it's a bit different, a bit more technical. You have to go with your skills a bit more during the game. I like it better. Anyways, so the build. So I will show you guys that other build for team another time, but today focus fire. That's what we are focusing on. Oh, good joke, huh? So focus fire basically it buffs you in 2 different ways. So it buffs your second ability, your explosive drone, which honestly is not great enough yet. I've tested it. I've had a max build. Okay, like check this out. Not a max build with like max damage. Well, guess what? It's terrible. It's not great. So back into the good build. Focus fire, what it does behind the scenes in a way, because it's not said here exactly. Every time you get a critical hit, it increases the duration of the turret, okay, that you have. And what your turret does is that it basically gives you ammo infinitely, pretty much. Like you get ammo forever, okay. So this lasting forever means ammo forever means unlimited ammo. Simple as that. You would be surprised at how many critical hits you would get with the Malevolent, even though it has a 1% firearm critical hit rate, okay? That's something not many know about and would be surprised about. So thinking just if you don't know that fact, you cannot think of this build. So I like to think that many of you guys will learn something here. I mean, I hope. So back to the build. Duration is key, okay? Duration for the other aspect that's super cool here. So as you can see on the bottom, it says quick load, duration 19 seconds, and reload time modifier plus 60%. So you're going to reload 60% quicker, which is extremely cool, The thing that I try to nail here is you can see the cooldown is 20 seconds. So basically the cooldown is 0.2 seconds longer, okay? If you take into account the animation that it takes for the ability to bang put down and out, that's perfect, okay? So that's why I don't have too much cooldown here, because I really wanted to know when this thing was out, when my reload time modifier stops working and I need to put the ability down again. I wanted to know when exactly, because I didn't want to waste time putting my ability for nothing instead of like shooting enemies, right? Speedrunning, yeah. So that's why no cooldown, that's why duration, and that's why nothing else pretty much. HP collectors, team accelerant, increase HP. You might think to yourself, why didn't I use Battle of Stamina here? Because that would make this maybe 1 second or 2 seconds longer. Okay, well, to me 1 or 2 seconds don't matter much, because it's nice to trigger it before every room if possible, so you never really use it exactly at 20 seconds, but it's always close. Okay, so that's why I rather go with here to be a bit more comfortable and make sure that I'm always comfortable enough to shoot without having to start dodging, to start ducking, to stop shooting, basically. Okay, to stop the pressure from going on enemies. So yeah, and then I decided to add, well, obviously short focus, fireman TK 15%, as you are going to rely on your guns, and accelerated drive shaft because fire rate is insane. To add something else to my build, so some more DPS, because fire rate equals DPS for the ones who do not know high amount of DPS. So that's it for the build. So let's go over the reactor really quick. So doesn't matter. Just have some skill duration up, and that's it. Cooldown, even cooldown doesn't matter because, well, as you saw, it doesn't matter. You have you only use the skill number for one time in the whole game. So okay, then we have the Firebrand auxiliary power here to basically add some good duration, 6.5, just because nothing else was useful. Also, this adds a good amount of HP, so that's like one thing that matters a lot. Only a few external components, auxiliary powers, to have great HP. Same here, just some MP and HP recovery modifier. Here, fire rate plus 5%. Awesome. That's a shell crusher dual. Like, always use it in your gun build, I would say. Now the arcade tuning, very very specific. Take a look at this one. I think it's super cool. So multi-hit damage, multi-hit chance, weak point, some MP, duration here again. Okay, and then defense neutralization. Defense neutralization applies to your skills, but especially it applies to your guns, and that's what makes it super cool to me. As simple as that. Okay, so done with that. Now let's go with the gun. So I used 3 guns in this, in order to get that world record. So just know that each of them didn't matter, and if I didn't have those 3 guns, I would not have get it. Simple as that. Okay. So there goes the build, which I think is the best by far. Okay, increased radius is super important. If I could, I would put even more radius. Okay, but Enzo needs extra ammo. I would say that you should use a Gley as a stick to compare. Okay, so Gley has infinite ammo. Okay, but Enzo doesn't. So this becomes very important. So that's a change you have to make compared to Gley. Okay, then. Okay, so this expand high power magazine. So the way the ability works, number 4, that lets you recover ammo for your rocket launcher, is that depending on your magazine size, you are going to get 7%, as you can see here. Okay, 7% of your magazine size. So yeah, let's check this. Now the malevolent. So check this out. There goes the build I made specifically for this too. The last dagger that I use only on the boss. I think my last dagger is awesome, guys. It has been working so well for so long. I might even make a video on it. And okay, reinforcement. So reinforcement, 25% extra reload speed here, thanks to that. So use that, don't forget about it. Toxic focus rounds, and obviously some malevolent buff. Okay. So that's it. I will just show you my settings because many players have been asking about that. So there you go. Take some screenshots if you want. I'm trying to do it slowly enough so you guys see it. Boom, boom, boom. Well, this one doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, controller, the one you guys give a fuck about. So 275, 48, 20, 25. Very, very specific. I would say these are awesome. I don't know, it just feels great when I play. Aim assist also feels really, really great. Is it the best? I'm not sure, but I like it that way. Okay, so that's about it. So thanks you guys for watching. Yeah, if you have any ideas on how to make this build better, because it's basically completely new, right? I made it on my own. I took like this super cool idea and made it into an efficient build, but there can be changes. There will be changes for sure. No, I'm pretty sure smarter people than me will figure out some cool stuff. But anyways, for now, have fun. Gley enjoys. Play Enzo. Have fun. And see you next video. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more mice coming as usual. Bye bye.
Smell of fresh rounds.